Hi, this is Joe Satriani. I'm here to tell you about my new album, The Elephants of Mars. So the first song on the album is Sahara. It's not actually about the Saharan desert. It really is about a guy who's having a crisis, a spiritual crisis, and he might as well be in a desert because where he is internally and externally, there's nothing. There's nothing growing, there's nothing happening. So that's why it's called Sahara.
It's a great intro because it's got a kind of nice cinematic intro, and not to give away the ending, but it's beautifully introducing the album by getting into that, but then you just hear this kind of like, almost like an old steam train just kind of coming through the mountain, and like we're going, you know what I mean? The beat comes in, it's heavy, could be like a John Bonham kind of vibe or something from the Zeppelin days.
So Sahara, what I liked about it was a big, powerful, like almost John Bonham from Zeppelin groove. But the hi-hat part is on all the offbeats. So you got kick, snare, doosh, ga, on the hi-hat, which makes it have a kind of a swing factor to it. I did minimal fills. I think I did one tom fill in the whole song. It was at the end. And I love it. I mean, it's kind of like what John Bonham did on Kashmir, or Phil Rudd did on Back in Black with AC/DC. Very simple, but very great feeling, big drum beat. You know, less is more in many cases. And that's the way I approach this song.
Sahara was a rock track, but for some reason it turned into something. Not that rock isn't beautiful, but it evolved into something. We changed the chord structures towards the end, and you just want to hear that repeat itself over and over again. Something very, very soothing and comfortable about that. Everybody did a great job again, as usual. Those guys were just amazing from top to finish. The intro and the outro are beautiful. Actually, the very, very end outro, when it repeats itself at half speed, that was one of Greg's tricks. Greg Kohler, the mixing engineer.
This just turned into like a really heavy, hard-driving, melodic, atmospheric tune. It's got a lot of classic Joe elements in it, that really kind of straight-ahead, melodic element, but also I think that it's just kind of bigger and heavier in some way than some of the stuff. It's certainly, a different vibe than 1980, the single from the previous album. So that's a good introduction into the world of the Elephants of Mars, I think.
It's really hard to sequence an album in a day when people listen to sequenced albums less and less. The bright light that we see now is that LPs are gaining favor out there in the world. Music lovers are, buying up LPs, which that means that an artist can now use sequencing once again as part of the art form of the album's ultimate message. There was only one place on the album for Sahara, and that was really to lead off, because of the way that it starts, and because I thought any other place for it, it wouldn't pose the question at the right moment, and that's really what it is. It's a question, because the character in the song never really finishes the song with any state of resolution. He goes out feeling just as bad as he did when he started the song. But it's still a rocker, so you can forget about what I thought about when I was writing it, and just enjoy it for the intensity of it.
It's like almost sounds like a pop record in the best way possible.